What's up, guys, and welcome to the coffee shop. This is the takeout window that you are at right now, and I am just giving you guys a quick little update about what's happening with the MassEfx moving average. I've been sitting at my desk all day trying to get back into the rhythm of things, and I need to take a break. So before I do that, I wanted to just shoot up a video real quick and let you guys know that today is Wednesday, the 28th, and I'm going to do my best to get you guys the somewhat finished version of the MassEfx moving average. I'm going to write up what I need to write up, wrap up the code that I have so far, and send it off to TradingView. And maybe Santa will come in the middle of the night and it will let you know that the MassEfx moving average is ready for download on TradingView. So don't go looking for it just yet because it's not in there. So I just want to let you know that I am going to be working on it for quite a while this evening. So Merry Christmas to you guys, right? So now, what is so particular about this indicator? Well, you saw that last video that I did telling you about some of the intricacies that it has. I did remove a couple of things. I took out the VWAP because it's not going to work as effectively as I wanted it to. And besides, you can get a VWAP from anywhere. I simply want to put into this indicator my blood, sweat, and tears, the things that I create so that, the big money algos cannot watch what you're doing. And for those of you who did have a Zoom call with me or a Skype call with me earlier this week, big shouts to you guys, and you know what I'm talking about when I start saying the big money machines, the smart money concepts, and the algorithmic traders. Those are the ones that really move the market. So something very special about this MassEfx moving average is that it is a highly, highly technical indicator, right? But I want you guys to know that I am developing this in a way so that it can solve the problems for some of you that every single level of you all have. And that final step that I'm doing this evening is support and resistance as well as trend lines. Okay. Now, I'm here to burst your bubble. And I don't want to get into the whole technical end of it, but I'm going to show you something particular, right? Aside from all the other attributes and features that will come from the MassEfx moving average, I want to show you something that is going to blow your mind, okay? Now, everybody knows that support and resistance levels, you put them at the bottom of the price, you put them at the top of the price, at the bottom, and so on, right? You do what you need to do. And you kind of watch those levels for when price comes back to it. You only trade to that level. For example, if you broke above this level coming up, you know that you can go to this previous high. Okay, great. And that's where you get out. But do you want to draw these lines on your own all the time? No, you don't want to draw those on your own. I don't want to draw them, and I don't like drawing them, to be honest with you. I do them on a 1 hour time frame, and I go back to where I need to go back to, and I plot them where I need to. Right? I could put them here and here and here and there, but then right away my chart looks all cluttered. Okay. What if I had something that does it automatically, right? That would really, really make me happy. Now, having something that draws support and resistance levels automatically is great. But what if I told you they're all supposed to be angles? Now, where are you? I don't care how good you are. I don't care how many years you've been trading. I'm about to blow your mind. They're all supposed to be angles, every single one of them. Well, think about it, right? Think about it for 1 second. If you have a support level here, right? Price is moving down and it hits this level of resistance. And then it moves forward a little bit. Okay, now it hit this level of support. Okay, great. Now it moves, it moved through it. So now I need a new level of support and I need a new one. Well, that doesn't really work, does it? What if you simply had one that drew trend lines for you, both on the top and on the bottom, like that? What if it was drawing the lows for you, separate from the highs? How about that? That'd be really cool because that's the actual trend that you have. You can see that your support and resistance area is getting more and more narrow. At the same time, you still want one that's going to draw your support and resistance level as well as draw your trend line. Okay, so now you're asking for a lot. You want an indicator that is going to draw lines 6 or 8 different ways, and then it needs to remove the old ones and plot the new ones because they are going to be in different areas from the old ones, right? Okay, not a problem. I got your back, peeps. Take a look at this. So here's your lines. Here are your support and resistance levels. You can see that you ended up hitting this uptrend right here, but then price came in, pushed down real hard, hit this super support area. That's this blue line right here. Also, price came down and got hung up on this resistance area. So your support and resistance are creating an area that in the future you need to break through. And you can see that that area is a liquidity area. Now you're really talking about something, okay? First, it was an area of resistance. Resistance turned into support. Then this line shows up and it says, hey, this is a liquidity area now because both of these lines are here. If you want to trade into this area, you can trade to it. But if you break through it with your price, you can continue down. This is where the trend will change. And sure enough, look at the future. So this second candle, this second line starts here. Here's the first line. Here's the second line. It creates a liquidity area here. But then when price breaks through it, the candles change to red. And your support line, your resistance line angles down. Here's the old resistance line. It was angled up. You can see that price came up, came up, came up. You must have had a divergence here. And sure enough, you did. Here's a high and a lower high. Here's a high and a higher high. Now it's easier for you to see your divergences. Just look for the points where they're touching. And you can look for the same thing on your algo. Now, if you have a high and a higher high, but a lower high down there, then you just look for your new trend line and you trade directly from that candle straight to there. So when price meets it, you're good. You get out of your trade. Now, what happens when price breaks below that? Where is your dynamic? Well, this would be your dynamic resistance level. And it was up here, and now it's down here. It's leaving the old one, and it's plotting a new one. But as price moves on, you'll see that they disappear. And they'll reappear when there's time for a new resistance area. Now, you've got support. You broke below. You've got support. It's giving you a trend line of support. You see how the angle changes? Your support is getting flat. That means you have a move coming to the upside. When your support line is angled down, okay? When your support is angled down, you're in a downtrend. When your resistance is angled down, you're in a downtrend. When they're angled up, you are in an uptrend. So all you need to do is break through your liquidity area. What if you don't break through? Then you continue down your downtrend. Done, right? Simple enough. Look at this. Now, you end up getting into this low position right here. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to take this and go from, I'm going to take my swing high. I'm going to go to the entry of this candle right there. I am going to enter a short position here and go down to take profit 3. I'm taking this way down here, right? Now, the reason I'm taking this is because my support is slightly tilted down, but I've already broken below it. My resistance is seriously broken, is pointed down, and I'm already below it. I am below this liquidity area, so I'm nowhere near needing to pick up liquidity. Where's my swing high? Well, look back at the green candle right there. Here's my swing high, one of these two. So I'm going to use that as my stop loss. Okay, now let's just kind of play this out and see where this goes. This looks like it's This looks like it's going to be a big move. So let me just do this. I think I'm entering in a place where I shouldn't. Let's see. I have big push to the downside. I have tradable volume on the bull bear power void. I have everything I need to make this trade work. I set my stop loss and I entered at the close of the candle. So let's get in to the trade. As you'll notice, you can see that the trend lines are changing themselves because the trends changes. It's picking up a low and a new low, and the old lines disappear. Now, you'll see that here, I had a white line where I entered, right? But now that line is gone. My new support level has moved up. This is higher. So that concerns me, and it says, hey, I may need to pull back just a bit, probably about that much. So I'm pulling back that much because my support level got higher. My range is getting smaller. Okay, moving along. Now watch this white line. You'll see that a new one will end up showing up and the old one disappears. And I'm still in this trade. You see I have this old blue line and a new blue line showed up. Now I have a push to the upside. Boom. Trade complete. Right there. Done. It's done. Everything is done. I'm done with the trade. This is a 1% trade. Okay. And it's a 1 hour chart. And we're all good. And it was able to calculate all the way from over here to all the way over here. Anyway, so the benefit of this is that it starts to plot for you now all of your moving averages. I'm sorry, your moving averages. It plots for you your support level, your resistance level, as well as your dynamic support and resistance levels. Where's my green ones? I need a green one. Let's move forward. I don't have a green one. There we go. See, now you see the angle of this is down, very strongly down. Okay. On top of that, it always tells you get out of your short position. This is probably oversold right here. Let's take a look. Yep. So you have a low and a higher low right there. So that's telling you get out of your trade. It's giving you your divergence indication straight off the bat. Moving on. Price moves up, moves back up to this level where that last one was. Ends up catching it, breaking off. What's happening? Breaks through it? Nope. Breaks down below it. Why? Because your dynamic resistance level is angled down and your support level is angled down, your new ones. So you get more moves to the downside and you get a red background. So that being said, that's what's coming up with this. I'm going to make this a little bit easier for you guys to understand. There will be some changes taking place to the colors and the candle colors. So I just want to let you guys see what is under development. Later, people.